What's up, guys? My name is Eric, and I've started on a journey of working through trauma and childhood trauma that I never had before in my life. At 41, and now I just turned 42, I started actually finally addressing my trauma. And I wanted to share my journey because maybe if I would have heard this at like 35, if I would have heard this at 30, if I would have heard this at 25, I could have started moving through a lot of my stuff so much easier than what I have. And this is what really changed me when it came to therapy. So I've been in therapy ever since I was 13 is when I got into therapy. And I've lied to all my therapists. I've lied to therapists nonstop all my life. It was to protect some of these core beliefs and lies that I created in my head from childhood trauma. And I finally went to a therapist. I finally was open and honest. And this was the first tool, the first thing that anyone ever gave me that I actually felt like I had a breakthrough in therapy. I always heard people saying they had breakthroughs in therapy. And I finally felt like I had finally a breakthrough in therapy that I could relate to. And this is like everything to me. And this is where my healing journey really began at. And I wanted to share it with you. Hit the like and subscribe button, comment down below. I went to see my therapist and she gave me this. And yeah, I have notes and stuff on it. When I go to therapy, I take tons of notes and I journal a lot because I want answers. I want answers why this is the way it is and why I'm doing things the way I am in life. And so I went to my therapist. Her name is Susan. She's freaking amazing. And I sat down, I was just very open and honest with her. And she gave me this because I've always repeated things in life. When it came to work, I've always worked at a very well-paying job for a couple years. And then something would happen, I'd fired or I'd quit or something. And I just a repeating cycle in my relationships. I'd get married and then divorce, married and then divorce. I mean, I've been married 4 times. And she gave me this, and this blew my mind. Hopefully it helps somebody and figure out what chapter in life you're in. So it goes autobiography in 5 short chapters. Chapter 1, I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am helpless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. 2, I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in it again. I can't believe I am in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. 3, I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it there. I still fall in. It's a habit. My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. 4, I walk down the same street. There's a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. And 5, I walk down another street. And this is really an acronym. This is really a story of my life. For the longest time, I was stuck at chapter 2. I would repeat the same thing. I would pretend, and it was never my fault. It was never my fault. And when I finally asked for help was when I could accept and take in that shit that's happening is my fault. And I'm not the victim. And in some cases, maybe I am. Maybe I am the victim that, my dad did commit suicide. My wife did commit suicide. But it's what role I play in either looking to be enabled or looking to be supported and heal and grow through it. When it comes down to life, when it comes down to therapy, I found out so much of it is just taking accountability for where we're at in life, taking acceptance. And it's so hard because when I went to therapy this time through, I knew I had a problem, but I didn't know what a problem is. I knew I had, something was wrong. I didn't know what it is. And this was really the first thing that snapped me out of it, that snapped me down a healing street. And I hope that just hearing those 5 chapters of life helps somebody right now go, hey, where am I at in life? Why is things constantly happening to me? And what do I do? I mean, if you are struggling, get with a therapist, be honest. I'm going to share a lot about my therapy journey, a lot about my trauma journey, because it's something I've never shared before. It's something that I hid because I formed a core belief as a child that was re-emphasized later on in life, that I'm rejected by the world, that I don't deserve love, that I'm not worthy of love. And I share because it is therapeutic. It's almost testimonial, just to get it out, just to keep working it through your head, to work things through your head, to work things through with others. And hopefully this helps somebody along the way. I mean, hit the like and subscribe button. I'm going to be sharing a lot again on this YouTube channel. And I'm going to have some fun on it. I'm going to have some fun times, and I'm going to share some vlogs. I'm going to share a lot on how I've really dealt with when it came to addiction, just come to everything in life that I've been through and how I've healed through it and starting to heal through it and am constantly healing through it, because there is no end. That's one thing I have learned going through therapy right now. This is a everyday, all day life event. Like there's no, I check this box off. And that was one of my biggest problems. I used to check box like things. I'm here, I can mark this off, I'm done, it's completed, I can move on. Working on yourself is every fucking day, and I've had to learn that. And I've had to accept that. And I had to go, this is what you have to do. And I'm okay with that. And it makes me feel good. And it makes me feel happy. It makes me become a better person. So if you're struggling out there, get with a therapist, follow along, comment down below. It's nice to know that you're not alone. It's nice to know that others go through struggles. And who knows, maybe you'll hear something that'll help you. Because in the end, that's all that matters.